So question 11, this is the last question. What would your advice be to atheists watching this video right now? And what should they do in order to at least entertain the existence of God?
Okay, so if they were listening to this whole thing, they heard me talk about my dream,
Hmm.
and I would just say, just let go.
That's great.
You've
Yep.
got resistance, and don't say you don't. Don't say no. I just haven't been convinced. Just say there's not enough evidence. Let go of all of that. Open up. God will find you. The Holy Spirit will find you as soon as you're open to hear. In fact, he's finding you right now, and he's giving you signals, but you're not hearing them. You're not addressing them. You're not listening.
Mm.
God will find you. Now, one way to help yourself open up is look at the arguments, the philosophical and the scientific arguments, and don't dismiss them out of hand. Read them and think to yourself, yeah, doesn't convince me that it's true, but it doesn't, it kind of suggests maybe it's not wrong.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if you can get that far, if you can just say, and I know a couple of atheists who do this, if you can just say, well, I don't really know. I have to be convinced. God should come down and convince me. And yes,
Yeah.
if you're ready, he will.
Yeah. I think too, from a Heidegger perspective or an approach to this, a lot of people have forgotten the mystery of being. You know what I mean? They're forgetting to orient their will towards the unknown, or towards the infinite wellspring of all there is, God. So there's that component too, where you really have to pay attention to the mystery of being and the experience of being. And then
Right.
you have that other side to engage with those philosophical arguments, which are really robust. And, they can be
Yeah.
difficult, but you have to engage with them if you really want to seek truth and you care about the
Yeah.
greatest questions that,
I
fall
mean,
upon us.
the great thing about the philosophical arguments is what you just said, is that they don't necessarily point to Jesus Christ. They don't
Yeah.
talk about whether the Bible is true or false.
Right.
They don't talk about all these points that are often brought up by atheists, even in their own minds. They're talking about this, what you just said. They're talking about essential elements of existence.
Exactly.
And when you think about, now I'm
Yeah.
talking to atheists, when you think about those central elements of existence, don't ask whether this was done by Yahweh or by Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just ask, is there something more there than I think exists? Is there something more than just, what I think is real? Maybe there is.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't have to say it's God. You just think about that for a while, contemplate it, think about it.
Right. Exactly.
And,
And
you know,
I think we should start with natural theology, classical theism, at least
yeah,
establish that, hey, there is a foundation, a bottom foundation of all
right.
reality.
There
And
you
then we
go.
could start to unpack the nature of that
That's
foundation
right.
and what springs forth from that foundation. And then we
Right.
could get into Christianity and what this God would,
Yeah. And then
why would God even introduce life into the cosmos? I mean, there was a time where there were no thoughts, no minds, no nothing. And then this
right,
comes rushing onto the scene. So we could kind
right.
of, unpack it further and further, and until we get a, whole picture of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.